We are training a dog. We are training dog. Cookie, yeah.
To try to get rid of the pressure.
How much pressure is there?
Not
Okay,
much.
okay.
Not much. And it's only enough to hold the weight of the head.
So he's still not understanding that.
Hey, no.
He's
Sometimes it takes a little bit of time. That's okay. But you see, I'm not moving. He's the one moving and fighting. Now he puts his bottom down.
Did he do it? Oh.
Just step away. Over here, you can watch him over there.
So what are you doing to me?
He's gonna have some rules put in place now. Breathe deep, all the way in, and then let him hear you. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. He sat down.
And then whenever he gets up, I just put the pressure again. And then we start that line of communication. Then he starts to understand what the pressure is.
Okay.
And so when you're facing him, turn your back or turn slightly, just slightly. This is a lot of pressure
Okay.
on him,
Okay.
right?
So have my side or my back angled. Okay. And that's always? Oh, so whenever he's next to me.
I mean, if you have something to say to him,
Yeah.
you saw what I did.
Yeah.
If you have some pressure you want to put on him, it's called pressure at a distance.
Okay.
Then you can put that pressure on him, moving in and facing him, but it's not necessary.
Go out and come back in. Sure. Training Cookie. You're here and I don't move.
Right. I'll talk to him. Stop. Does he do this every time he comes home? Really? So I'm going to put a little pressure. You want to hold your two fingers, just so you don't put too much pressure. And it's a 90-degree angle. And you just wait and breathe. Now release pressure. As soon as the bottom goes down, you release pressure.
So you can do this at the park.
Anywhere.
If anyone's coming, you just pull and then he'll know.
No pulling.
No, I mean
90
the
degree
pressure.
angle.
90
Yes.
degree angle and pressure,
Yes.
and he will understand
Yes.
and make that connection that this
Yes.
means sit
Yes.
without saying.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Quite cool.
And your heart, release pressure, and your heart rate lowers,
Yeah.
and his heart synchronizes
Okay.
with yours. So if you're upset and frustrated, he just is a mirror. Everything you do, he mirrors.
So amazing.
It is.
I'm so amazed.
The magic.
It's really magic.
Right. Yes.
Wow, that's awesome.
I know, right?
See, yeah.
Would hold this one while you're just walking.
Right.
But say he's like barking and lunging, you don't want. You want to be gentle with this one.
Right.
So if he lunges and he hits the end of the leash, he's hitting it on this,
Yeah.
not on this.
Yeah.
So it'll
So
be
if he's freaking out and everything, you just walk this way.
Okay. All right.
And then-
thank you. Okay. Bye.
Have him sit next to you. So it doesn't matter that it begins on the bottom or it's on the top of the neck here. It should be on the bottom
So
here.
this right here, if you go right below the jaw and to the tip of the head,
Yeah.
this is called the lead zone.
Okay.
And this is where you want to lead him.
Okay.
This is called the choke zone.
Okay.
And this is called a pull zone.
Okay.
So you always want to walk and lead with the head up.
Okay.
Because when the head is up, the brain is relaxed.
Okay.
You yell. Dogs
Yeah.
they don't use their ears.
Okay.
They use their nose. And
Okay.
if he's using his ears, like hearing the doorbell, then they're not using their primary sense, which is
Okay.
their nose. So you just get him back into a natural state of being, using his nose.
And he's aware that she's over there and he's not going there.
With her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not going over there and jumping like he normally does.
No.
Because he also knows that you have a leash on him. He gets it.
Well, yeah, he gets it. I just corrected him
Right.
for jumping and doing all the barking.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not a production, right? We don't make we do make a big production because we're human.
Mm-hmm.
And if you had a kid running around doing crazy things, you're going to yell at him and tell him to stop, and he's going to listen. And you're going to keep looking at him until he stops. Normal behavior for us, but not for them. No production needed. It's just a correction. Let him understand what it is you're trying to teach him. He doesn't know. He thinks the barking, he's supposed to be barking. You guys are barking when he barks. You're yelling at him.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we do.
Got it.
That's what we do. It's good.
So can you explain the leash, how it is?
It's just on his neck. So if I don't want to put pressure on it because he's already sitting, he's doing what I want. But I'll show you. So, you see how the brain had to go forward?
Yeah.
It's just a little bit. See this? See what
Not
I'm
too much
doing?
of
There's pressure. So it's just a little bit, and I'm going to wait for him. I'm not going to drag him.
Okay.
Not going to pull him. I'm going to wait for him to go forward. And if I'm stopped, there's no reason for him to go. So I move forward. Make sense? And remember 2 fingers, so you don't get heavy-handed.
2 fingers. Okay.
And breathe. Let him hear you breathe.
He'll get trained very quickly. He's very smart.
Yes.
Very fast. He's a quick learner.
Mm-hmm.
See?
That's it. You want to practice?
Yeah.
So you can walk to the front door and back, and when you come back, then I want you to have him sit.
Okay. So I'm just gonna take him now.
Mm-hmm. And when you hold the leash, you're going to hold it like this, down by your side. You can hold it all, do it all with one
Okay.
hand. Your head up, and you're going to walk to the front door, and you're going to come back. Find a degree angle. 2 fingers, yeah.
But don't look at him.
No, just feel it. Yes. Release pressure. Yes. Kind of redirect him. So a dog that has rules, boundaries, and limits. So you're going to limit how long you take him on a walk.
Okay.
You're going to limit how long he stays in the crate. You're going to limit his time outside. A dog that has structure and rules is a healthy dog. That's freedom.
Okay.
It's freedom.
What do you
for him.
mean by limit his time outside?
So
limit
if you
his
put him
walks?
outside on the back there,
Yeah.
you don't put him out there indefinitely.
No.
You put him out there for an hour. You put him out there for 10 minutes.
Right.
But you're the one that decides
Right.
that time limit. So you start taking control
Mm-hmm.
of his life, and he's not left to just do
So
everything.
when we do take him outside, I take him out without a leash because he does somewhat listen, like more than he listens to others.
Mhm.
But if he's with my dad or my brother or anyone else, he just wants to run off on the hill and he is just exploring. And then they have to like get treats to bring him down the hill and all that. But with me, he doesn't do that. So how do we correct that? Same situation? Like
So
don't first of all take him
It's
out on a leash.
exercise first,
Okay.
right? So you have to ensure that do you have a treadmill here?
No.
So you make sure he gets a lot of exercise first.
Okay.
Then it's rules,
Okay.
right? You create some rules for him. You're gonna put him in the crate. I'd keep him out of the kitchen. You already have a boundary in
Mhm,
there.
mhm.
So create some more boundaries for him. Let him have his space in the crate,
Okay.
and that's his space.
Okay.
But
So you're suggesting putting him in a crate during the day as well?
yes.
Oh.
Yeah. And he doesn't get free roam of the house,
Oh.
or get him a bed and tell him place.
Yeah.
Keep him confined in his space.
Okay.
So he has to have that rule.
Okay.
This is not his house.
Okay. Okay.
It's your house.
All right. I didn't think that after, like, they started sleeping through the night, you needed to train them still.
Yeah.
You still
It's
do.
very important. for them.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. It's his place. And it's his place that he can claim as his own,
Okay.
but not the house.
Okay.
And then
Is there anything wrong with keeping it in the kitchen though?
keeping him in the kitchen?
No, keeping the crate in the kitchen. No. Okay. Okay.
No.
Okay. I'll pull it back out and put the a cover on it like we had before.
The follow, you have to get him in a follow state of mind first,
Okay.
right? Before you let him go explore. Play with him first before you let him explore. So take him for a long walk when your dad or the other people are coming.
Yeah.
Take him for a long walk. Get him tired.
Yeah.
Then play with him when
Yeah.
he gets here and have them do the same thing.
Yeah.
Get him in a different state of mind
Right.
before he goes out there. Because if he goes out there with them and he's already got
Yeah, yeah.
everything under control,
Yeah, I
he's
do
gonna-
that.
Yeah.
That much I do. Yeah, I do. I have realized that if I throw something around here, it gets him a little distracted, and then when I tell him let's go and it's potty time, then he goes and he comes right back in.
Yes.
Then he doesn't. Yeah,
Yes.
I've realized that part. Okay.
And
Okay.
there's a time he can explore. But follow those rules. Let him follow you first. Then let him play. And then he can go off.
About how often or how many times a day should how many hours of the day should he be on the leash?
Whenever you're teaching.
Okay.
And you let people just come in, and the people come in and they put pressure on him. So show some leadership for him just by keeping him next to you or behind you.
And when we
Be
walk
really
in, we should
mindful.
not move.
No.
Don't touch
Not in
him
front of
until he stops barking.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. You can. The goal is that he's going to start following you, right? So once he starts that routine and that habit, he's going to feel a lot more confident, and he's not going to have to go out and bark at people.
Okay, so the reason he's doing that is exactly
Fear.
his fear.
Yes.
So when we're out on a walk and he is barking, or we're sitting in the car and there's
So when he's out on a walk now,
Yes.
he's going to be next to you.
right,
Or
because I'm
he's
going to
gonna
be
be
using a leash
behind
that
you.
way, like that, or still use this leash.
Well,
on
the
a walk?
harness
Yeah.
encourages pulling.
Oh.
The harness asks him to pull.
Oh.
If you get him something that is more of a lead,
Yeah.
then you can lead him. But you have to be careful with little dogs that you don't crush their trachea
Yeah.
or choke them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you have
that's
to be really
important.
careful with that.
That'll take a little time
Yes.
to,
Yeah. And you can teach him with the harness on too.
You can.
You can. You just have to be really diligent
Can you
about
do it with a harness?
Yeah.
Standing more like this,
Yes.
I'm just going to give him a small correction.
Okay.
And not a big one,
And see that?
because he listens,
Yeah.
Wow.
but that's all you need.
Okay.
And it's just going to teach him
Boundaries.
social boundaries and everything.
Manners.
And they learn that really quickly with everyone?
See that?
Yeah,
Yes,
they
but
do.
you have to be the teacher.
Right, right.
And you have to explain when people come in, no eye contact, no touching, and no talking.
So you could say that to whoever comes in the house. Like, don't look at me.
Yeah, I have 8 dogs.
Yeah. Okay.
If you come in my house and I don't say it to you and you walk in and start talking, they're all gonna jump on you and get in your face and, yeah.
Okay.
But I'll meet you at the door and I'll step outside and I'll say when you come in, there's no eye contact, no touching, and no talking.
You invite the dog into the bed and you have established the rules. It's okay to sleep with them. But 9 times out of 10, they're not even going to want to sleep with you. Once you start protecting them and you start doing the things that they need, they don't want to be in your bed. They have respect for you. But a dog that is claiming your space in your bed has no respect for you. So
Exactly.
you have to change that just a little bit where the dog is respecting you and you can build a trust as his protector. He needs a protector. He doesn't need to protect everybody else.
Exactly.
You have to be more persistent than he is.
Okay. So every time he does it, yeah. Over and over again.
Yes.
So he understands
Yes.
it. Okay.
Because he'll test you.
Okay, so now he's staying.
Good.
Thank you guys.
You have somebody ring the doorbell
I'll keep practicing.
because he's so conditioned
Yeah.
to the doorbell ringing
Yeah.
and then just barking. So you just keep practicing
Practicing.
that.
But this is good that he's right here by my side. A little bit of barking is normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
He's alerting you.
Yeah.
He's telling you.
Yeah.
Somebody's there. Stranger danger.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
but he doesn't have to rush into
No,
them.
I mean, okay.
The barking doesn't bother me. It'll go away. As soon
Okay.
as you start exhibiting some protection for him, that'll go away.
Okay, wonderful. There's hope. Okay,
There's
bye.
Bye.